All right. Today, got a little tier list for our graders' guns. Now, this is gonna be on based off my opinion, and it's probably gonna be like based off level 4 gun. So don't crucify. This is my opinion. You're allowed to have your own. I think I'm gonna start this one off hot. I'm gonna start this one off a little controversial. Let me make it known. The Pharaoh is dog shit. Well, like it's takes too long to shoot. I mean, it does an all right amount of damage. I think what second most damage gun in the game next to the Jupiter. But use an anvil. Use an anvil. Hell take. Use an anvil, bro. Pharaoh is dog shit. I'll say it. I don't care. You know what? While we're already in this tier, let's throw another one in there. Aphelion. Dog shit. I think this is a common take. Personally. Legendary gun, horrible. Don't care. W take. Okay, W take. Okay. We're going on a bit of a roller coaster here. Acid Arc 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not good for PvP. It's not good for PvE. And it's legendary nonetheless. All right, we'll hit one more gun in this category and we'll switch it up a little bit. Post buff, pre buff, wherever you want to rank this gun, whatever time frame, still lands it in the same category. Radler, dog shit. I will put this up at the top of the dog shit list. Kind of move this back, but it's dog shit. The only time I've ever been impressed with this gun is with a Cadillac converter. I'm not using that on a Radler. I understand it's a gray gun, so it's not meant to be good, but the Stitcher and Kettle are. So, speaking of which, you know what? Let's just get the gray guns out of the way. Let's get the gray guns out of the way. Hairpin. Sorry, that one's going to make the guy in chat pissed. It's dog shit. It's so bad. Level 4, it doesn't matter. This gun is terrible. Now we got the Kettle and the Stitcher. What the fuck, bro? Brain dead? This one is probably going to upset some people. Stitcher. I think it's B tier. I think it's definitely at the top of B tier, especially with the level 4 and attachments because it competes. No, I think it's A tier. I think it's A tier, especially because I'm basing these off level 4. It's A tier. Now it should be in B tier or C tier at level 4. Nah, B tier at level 4. The gun's too good for its rarity. I can tell you that much. And we got the Kettle. Kettle has been nerfed. Although I really don't see much of a difference with it, personally. I don't have much of a trigger finger, though, so that's probably why. But I thought they said they only nerfed, like, the unrealistic rate of fire with it. So I think it's still the same, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. Kettle, I don't use any gray gun anymore. I'll be honest. I haven't used a gray gun in quite some time. I noticed the nerf because I cheated. It's understandable. It happens. I think Kettle's B tier. Kettle level 4. There's definitely an argument. A tier. We'll see how I feel at the end. I think it's B tier. I think we'll go Torrente. Level 4 Torrente. I think it's B tier. It's definitely behind the Kettle. But close range, medium range, level 4, this thing fucks. If it wasn't so bad at long range, I'd be more willing to move it up to A or above the Kettle. But once it starts getting about that 15-meter range and farther, this gun's just, it's not viable. But I'll tell you what, level 4 close range, medium range, I'd almost be willing to put it above the Kettle, but I'm going to leave it there for now because Kettle is good at all ranges. I think next, I'm gonna piss some people off with this one. I'm gonna piss some people off with this one. Volcano. C tier. C tier. Toro's better. This is a purple shotgun. Pink, whatever. With like insane take. No, it's not. It's not an insane take. This gun is not good. I am taking a Toro 15 times out of 10 over a Volcano. The Volcano is a pea shooting piece of shit. I don't care. Level 4 or not, I'm taking the Toro. Motherfucker rage baiting? I'm not rage baiting, bro. The Volcano is not good. For its rarity, it's not good. I don't know. I don't enjoy it. Every time I use the Volcano, I will put 4 rounds in someone and not kill them. And they're quick rounds. I only need 2 with the Toro. I only need 2. I'm taking the Toro. It's a better shotgun. I don't care. I don't care. I think we'll give the Volcano a bit of a buddy here. Next gun in C tier. We'll keep this one mild. The Osprey. The Osprey's fun. It's a fun little gimmick gun. Not very viable. Yes, I've seen the clips of people doing like the ADS and quickscope and thing. I don't care. Use an anvil, bro. It does the same fucking thing. It's a gimmick gun. I will put the Volcano above that, but reported, true. Yeah, it's a gimmick gun. It's fun to fuck around with, but it's not good. See, we're getting down to some spicy guns now. This is where I'm really gonna upset some people. You know what? Let's add our first S tier gun. A gun that I think is so good it doesn't even belong in the rarity it's in. And that would be the Renegade. Renegade should be a pink gun. Don't care. Level 4 Renegade. Top 3 gun in the game. Top 3 gun in the game. And it's not crazy to say that. It's not crazy to say that. Level 4 Renegade is a top 3 gun in the game. Good at pretty much every range. And it does a really good amount of damage. Agree? All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to go. You know what? I think we'll go Hallcracker next. I think it's smack dab in the middle. It does what it's supposed to do. It's not busted. It's not dog shit. It does what it's supposed to do. I honestly, I'm going to put it at the top of. I think I'll put it here. I do think, obviously, Torrente is better for its PvP, but Hallcracker does exactly what it's supposed to do. So I'm putting that smack dab. Kettle is just better for everything. Good. Yeah. I think Hallcracker is probably one of the most balanced guns in the game when it comes to like what it's meant for. You bring a Hallcracker for arc. Does what it's supposed to. I've actually never tried using it in PvP. I've wanted to, but I've never actually done it. I wonder if it actually like does a decent amount of damage. You would think like I'm blowing matriarch legs and queen legs off with it. You'd think he hit someone in the fucking chest of this thing. It hurt, but I've never tried. So maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't blow up. Oh, well. That probably either way, bro. You take one of those things to the fucking chest, it's gotta hurt. It only blows up on arc. Okay, yeah. So it does what it's meant to do. Smack dab in the middle, right where it belongs. I'm really gonna piss someone off in my chat with this one. Arpeggio. C tier. C tier. C tier. I'll put it above the Volcano. But it's C tier. Fuck you. It is. It's top of C tier for sure, but there's just better options, man. There's just better options. Nah, it's not a gimmick gun. I mean, like if you can hit your shots with it, it does a lot, but like there's just better options. There are better options. I don't know. I feel like this isn't a crazy take what I'm about to say. Beretta, A tier. I think the Beretta is an A tier gun. It fries small arc and it fries people. You put a decent mag on this thing with a level 4, 20 plus shots. You hit those shots, this thing fries. This thing fries. I don't know. I don't know if this is a crazy take or not. Beretta is an A tier gun. There's definitely a debate for B tier, but I think it's an A tier. Me personally, I think it's A tier. There's a debate for B tier, but I think it's an A tier. I bring a there's so many times where I just bring a Beretta in, just a Beretta 4. That's all I need. Obviously, if I'm going for like a full PvP or PvE, I'm gonna bring something else. But like just doing like a mellow run, Beretta 4 is all I need. I think that's enough to get it in an A tier for me. Bettina. I think we get on the Bettina. Won't lie. I like this gun a little more than most people, but it is most certainly not a pink gun. It is not a pink gun. There's no reason this gun should be a pink gun. It takes about 9 shots for a player and unreasonable amount for arc. Hot ass. Ooh, do I think I'm putting this at the top of C tier. It's better than the Arpeggio. I would use it over the Arpeggio, but it has no business being a pink gun. It is just so mid, and not in a good way. I'm not like Hallcracker is mid in the sense that it's like it does what it's supposed to do. This gun does not. This gun does not do what it's supposed to do. It's a bad kind of mid. Let's get it out the way. Bobcat. A tier. I think it's above the Beretta, under the Stitcher. There is less risk bringing a Stitcher than there is a Bobcat, and it's cheaper to get a Stitcher than it is a Bobcat. The Stitcher is just a cheaper, better Bobcat. It's as simple as that. When you take into consideration how cheap it is to make a Stitcher, how easy it is to find a Stitcher, compared to how hard it is to get a Bobcat blueprint, how much money you lose when you lose a Bobcat compared to a Stitcher, the Stitcher's better than a Bobcat. And I don't care. That's not a hot take. That's just a true take. It's as simple as that. The Stitcher is a better gun than the Bobcat. Shouldn't be, but it is. Because people like to bitch about starter guns. I think a Stitcher 4 100% should be able to compete, but it should not outshine a level 4 pink gun. It shouldn't. W take. Stitcher's better than the Bobcat. I personally don't use any gray guns, but if I was going, I used to, and I've used a Stitcher far more than Bobcat. And when you take into consideration gear fear, I don't care if I lose a Stitcher 4. I can make another one from my fucking chicken. It's not like Bobcat. I gotta go through hell to get this gun, and then you rock a level 4. You're scared the whole time. I lose a Stitcher 4. GG, go next. It is what it is. I lose a Bobcat 4. I'm getting off for the night. Happened last night. Won't get into that, but I think we just clear up the pink guns here. Tempest. S tier gun. I'm picking a Renegade over the Tempest. LMAO. Yeah, we won't get into that. Tempest is an S tier gun. It's good close range, good medium range, good long range. True. The Tempest is an S tier gun. 100%. I do think I like the Renegade more than the Tempest, but the Tempest is S tier. And we only have one blue left. I think we get the blue out of the way. Venator, A tier. Top of A tier. After all of its nerfs, pre-nerf, S tier. Not even a question. But it's still cheap enough and it's still viable enough to be A tier. Top A tier, in my opinion. I would just say. I don't know. Although with you no longer needing to shoot like in rhythm, I don't know. Does that make it better or worse though? I think top of A tier. I think top of A tier is a good spot for it, with like the nerfs that's happened to it. S tier. I don't know. There's a debate for it, but most used gun. That's very true. Cheap. Shreds. It does shred. Oh, I don't know. It's also the gun that cheaters use the most, in my opinion. Bottom of S. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it at the end. For right now, I'm keeping it at the top A. Top A is not a bad rank. Top A is not a bad rank. Jupiter, B tier. It's B tier. It's all right. It does what it's supposed to in the sense that like it targets the core. Takes too long to shoot. I mean, it's technically good for PvP if you get a headshot, but it takes too long to shoot. It takes too much ammo as well. I feel like this isn't a crazy take. Yeah, I'm bringing a Torrente before Jupiter. I'll be honest. B tier. Kind of a theme with these gold guns. They're really bad at their balancing for color wise. Like some of these guns just don't belong in the color that they are ranked. Like Stitcher should not be gray the way they made this gun. I just know you're gonna piss me off with the equalizer. I don't think I will. I have a lot of respect for the equalizer. I think I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I think next we go Anvil. Now this is gonna piss some people off. I love the Anvil. And I don't know where it went wrong. I fucking suck with this gun all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. Anvil, B tier. Nah. Bottom of A tier. Bottom of A tier. I'll say it. I think this is still a hot take. Me personally, bottom of A tier. I mean, it's. I might be able to move it up a little bit on the A tier. We'll put it here. We'll put it here. I think that for me, that feels right. And we'll put this as top of the B tier. I think that's more fair. I think that's more fair. And we're down to our last two guns, El Toro and the Equalizer. We'll just address the elephant in the room. I mean, this isn't a hot take. The Toro is the best gun in the game. There's no debate here. I don't. There is no debate here. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. The best gun in the game. It is way overpowered. I can fully break someone's shield from like 20 meters away with this gun. It's just this gun is broken. It's the best gun in the game. And if I had more Renegades, I would be running more Toro Renegade loadouts, personally. I don't think it's crazy to say that. Toro's the best gun in the game. And it needs nerfed. There's no reason a green gun is the best gun in the game. That is stupid. And we're down to the Equalizer. It breaks the Queen and Matriarch armor so quick, and it honestly melts in PvP. You talking about the Equalizer? Or the you gotta be talking about the Equalizer. Yes. I think the Equalizer is bottom of A tier. Solely because how like expensive it is to make. It is outside of all of its role in PvP, and it still does well. I've never used it in PvP. I've heard it does good in PvP, especially from you. But it definitely is the best gun when it comes to like fighting the Matriarch and Queen. That's not even a debate. I've heard it fries in PvP, but for this sole purpose, you witness it melt two rats. That's true. That is true. I guess I got a few shots in on those guys as well, but they already had me 1 HP when they snuck up on me. So I didn't get to do a whole lot with it. But it's the cost. The cost is what knocks it down a lot, which is fair. I mean, it's kind of like the same argument with the Bobcat and Stitcher. Like the Bobcat's just way more expensive than a Stitcher, which knocks it down. But it's definitely the best gun for Matriarch Queen. BRB, grab me some water. Heard. And I think bottom of A is a fair place to put it. Because the Equalizer is meant for arc, right? I think all the legendary guns are like meant for arc. Maybe the Jupiter might not be. Well, no, yeah, because it targets the core. So like it definitely does what it's meant to do. That's one thing. And then also outside of its role, like you said, of PvP, it competes in PvP. So, but it's just what is it, like a queen reactor and like 1 or 2 pink items each. So it's just too expensive to like continuously run. Now let me take a little look at this list here. See now that I got the full list in here, if anything feels wrong. You know what? Off rip, something does feel wrong. Hairpin is above the Aphelion. I don't care. Hairpin is dirt cheap. I could lose a hairpin 100 games in a row and I don't give a shit. The Aphelion's terrible. It is terrible and it is expensive as fuck to make compared to the hairpin. I lose a hairpin. Don't care. I take my time to make an Aphelion and lose that bitch instantly because it's terrible. Worst gun in the game. Don't care. That's not crazy to say that. Let me check out my C tier here. How do I feel about this? I think C tier looks right. Tina, yeah. I mean, you might be able to make a debate for moving the volcano above the arpeggio, but I don't know. That looks right to me. B tier. Looks good to me. I mean, you might be able to make a debate. I don't know. I mean, I think the Hall Cracker is literally, I mean, it's dead center. It's right here in the middle of B tier, middle of the list. I mean, it just does what it does. I mean, terrible for PvP, I guess, but I don't bring this gun for PvP. I bring this for arc. A tier looks good to me. S tier looks good to me. I think this is my list. I think this right here is the list. Strike me down. This is it. Taking in callers' request here.
I think you definitely need to take a screenshot, save this, and then 6 months later to do this again.
Well, bold of you to assume I'll be playing this game in 6 months. Say that much.
Yeah. After last night.
Bold of you to assume.